What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Stereo Rifles tuning in on the microphone as usual. We gotta talk about the new update, the big fat weapon balancing patches. And some of it's good and a lot of it's pretty bad, but hey, you know what? We all knew it was coming. But if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smack that like button as well. Now let's get Alright, now, we are going to start off with the Rampart 17. The gun actually got a buff. I could not believe that. Everybody thought it was going to be nerfed into the ground, you know, like the High Cal 2, the High Cal 1. But surprisingly, it actually got a range buff. Can you believe that? So I'm actually quite happy because it's one of my favorite guns. And before I go on too, I'm going to try to streamline this as fast as I can because I'm not going to go through every single detail. I don't want to bore you guys, but I will leave the patch notes down in the description for you to check out if you're really interested in all the other little stuff. But moving on, the next one's gonna be the KN57. Also got a range buff. I was really surprised at this. Again, no nerfs. Not that the gun was never really overpowered, but nonetheless, it actually got buffed. So again, it's the max damage range for both of them guns got a little bit of a buff, so it's kind of nice. The next one, this one really surprised me, and I think it's really gonna please the community, and that is the Vapor XKG. Actually got a nice little buff, man. A lot of friends of mine, actually shout out to Arca X, he's another fellow content creator. Nice channel, man, you should check him out. He's always bitching about that gun being nerfed, you know, that was his go-to. I actually liked it. I remember before the nerf, way back when, it was actually a lot of fun to use. I think I got like a 22-0 or something with it on my channel. I don't know, but it was definitely consistent. And it got a range buff, went from 34 yards max damage to 50. Quite significant. Almost, well, it's not double what it was, but they really gave it some love. And it actually got an idle sway buff. So again, I'm very happy to hear that. That was pretty damn cool. The MLG fan favorite, you know, the Sweaty Sweat AR, the Maddox, got quite beat up a little bit. I'm not a real big Maddox dude, but I know there's a lot of people out there that play, you know, hardpoint, competitive, all that good stuff, and I'm sure they're gonna be annoyed by it. What was it? Quick draw was nerfed, stock, elo, and it got a recoil increase. So they really didn't show this gun a lot of love this time around. They kind of nerfed it into shit, but we'll just have to wait and see how it feels. You know what I'm saying? Once we get out, you know, once we get the update, we'll see what it feels like. Give it a try and see how bad it really is. Because you never know, it might not be as bad as you think, but we'll see. Next on the list, the MX9. We're into the SMGs now. It actually got a range buff. I'm surprised it got any love to it at all, because I thought it was pretty good how it was for the most part. I'm not saying it was a god gun, but yeah, it got a range buff, a max range buff, and it actually got an ADS buff as well. So it's definitely gonna be a little more. You can be able to play even a little more aggressive with it now. Kind of looking forward to trying that out. Next, the GKS got a little bit of love. I was hoping it got FMJ added and, you know what I mean, and a max damage range, you know, all that, because I just feel like GKS does not belong in this game. And hardcore's good. I mean, I can run that gun with, you know, with a silencer in hardcore, and it's very nice, you know, because it's all about landing that first or second shot. But in core, for me personally, I just don't feel like the gun even belongs in the game with 150 health. At least if they would have added FMJ to it, that would have helped significantly. That's when I usually find that gun the most problematic. But yeah, it got the 5-hit kill potential buff to 5.5 yards. I think it was only 3 or something pathetic. Yeah, the gun's just, I don't know. I know some people love it. If you play really passive and just like getting long shots on a head glitch, this gun's for you. But I'm not saying it's unusable, but it's just, like I said, I still think that gun should have got a lot more love than it actually did. Moving on, the one everybody's been talking about. I've talked about on my last couple videos. I've brought this gun up, and that is the Spitfire, one of my personal favorites other than the MX9 in the SMG category. It got nerfed, but from what I read, it didn't get nerfed as bad as I thought it would. It definitely got a range nerf, which it wasn't like crazy. I forgot what the actual numbers on it. Again, check the patch notes if you're interested, but I don't think that's gonna bother me. stock, FMJ, and extended mags were all nerfed. So the not the FMJ. I said FMJ, I meant fast mags, sorry. So your reload time is going to be decreased with fast mags. Extended mags, I guess obviously they're dropping the ammo count a little bit, which is kind of annoying, but I guess you'll get around it. So, but it doesn't seem like they nerfed it as bad as everybody hoped or thought. You know, I didn't hope they didn't nerf it at all. I think the gun is fine how it is. It should have just been left alone. That's just me, personally. My opinion, not the gospel for sure. Next one. I thought I heard that the cordite actually got a buff in its cooldown when you have the operator mod equipped, but from if I read it right, it actually got nerfed. Like, it takes longer for the gun to cool down if you overheat it. Which is, I don't know, again, we'll see how much they did it, so we'll see if it's actually that significant or not. I don't think I've ever even used that operator mod, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that do use it, and that might piss you off. And the grip attachment got nerfed too. I thought this gun was fine how it was. I thought it was, to me, it was balanced. It was where it needed to be, like the recoil and everything. So I'm surprised they did what they did with that. And again, the other try-hard gun, the MLG gun, the SOG 9mm. Man, this gun got nailed to the wall, bro. I can't. I've never heard anybody complain about the SOG other than the operator mod. The akimbo SOGs. Yeah, that gun, that's a little cheese, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, most of the time, the only time you're gonna outshoot a guy using that gun is if you shoot him in the back, catch him off guard, maybe drop shot him, something. But, so, in that point, the operator mod actually did catch quite a nerf. It got a max range nerf, I believe, and I think the hip fire spread, maybe? So that, to me, I don't know, I thought it was a little OP myself, but the regular gun actually called a nerf itself. I'm like, what the F, man? So the sprint out time, the strafe speed. So for grip 2, stock 2 got a big fat nerf, which, like I said, I thought that's part of what made the gun shine. You're taking away where it doesn't, where it lacks in, it performs well in this part of the category, and they nerfed that. So I can't believe they nerfed the SOG at all. Again, I thought it was where it had to be. But it is what it is. We will see how it goes. We'll see what it looks like or how it plays out once the game, gets the update. Short but sweet. All tactical rifles were buffed. I still can't believe they buffed the Auger DMR. I thought that gun was a melt machine in itself as it is. But we'll see. We'll see how the meta looks with that thing catching a buff. That should be fun. Oh. LMGs, the Titan, the other gun that everybody pissed and moaned about. Mainly, I think, is, if you don't know, the Titan, the Thermal Titan with FMJ2, I believe, is a default class. So if you're a new player, you only have a handful of default classes to choose from. Obviously, that's going to be one of them, and I think that's why you see so many of them, in the lobby. But it got I believe, what was it? Okay, so the max range was nerfed, the flinch was increased, so if they're getting shot at, you jump around a little bit, and the stock attachment was nerfed. So I still think you're gonna have a heavy meta of the Titan being used, but at least it did get knocked down, a peg or two. And short but sweet again, the Outlaw and the Koshka got some buffs on the I believe, what was it? Fire rates and maybe ADS speed on the Koshka, something like that. So I'm sure a lot of people in the community that are anti-sniper are going to love that. And finally, short but sweet again, the Prophet and the Ajax both caught nerfs. I believe the Prophet, the Seeker Shocker Drone, get this, only takes 1 bullet to take out now, which I think that's, I don't know, as much as I hate that ability, that might be too much. I think it should be like maybe at least 2 bullets, but we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see if it actually made the shocker drone just completely useless. We shall see. But again, there's a couple other things again for like things for PC and what have you. That's all in the patch notes, guys. I didn't want to go through every single little thing and bore the hell out of you. But that is about all I have, guys. Again, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to smack the like button down below and hit the subscribe button if you're new. Thanks for listening. Thanks for checking out my content. It's much appreciated. And I'll just see you on the next one, guys. Take it easy.
death by stereo.